folks, thanks for joining me today. So you'll see that there is a bit of a sketch of a heart already, and I did this off camera. Actually, I thought I had pressed record, but I didn't. So I erased it, and I'm going to draw it again for you. So this is part of the Valentine's Day heart series that I'm doing. It's just a small little mini series, we'll call it. And all I'm doing is I'm just having fun with hearts, colors, love, all of that kind of stuff. So, and trying out different techniques. So the tool that I'm using here is actually a scrapbooking tool. It's by Tim Holtz, and it's a distresser. So basically what you would do is put a Sharpie marker into it, and then the air that is squeezed out of it from the bulb that you squeeze makes these splatter marks of the ink from the Sharpie pen. I thought I would try it with a paintbrush, but instead of putting the paintbrush into the tool, I'm just using the tool to spray against the paint that's on the paintbrush. Now it works, but it took me a lot of tries. It took me a lot of patience to get this to work. So it does work. I just found that I had minimal control over the sprayer because when I squeezed the bulb, it just kind of, the nozzle went wherever because of how I was squeezing it. So it did take me some time to figure it out, but I did, and it turned out to be quite an amazing effect. So if you don't have one of these kinds of tools, which that's okay, you can use a straw and blow against the paintbrush. I tried this on a separate piece of paper just to sort of get some ideas on how I could get this done. I tried blowing, like putting a drop of paint onto the canvas, or the piece of paper in this case, and I tried using a straw to blow it, and it just made blobs. So like the blob that's up on the top right corner there, that's what they all looked like. So then I tried just putting a blob on the paper and using this tool to blow it, and I got the same effect. So it was just a blob of paint that was blown around. Then I thought about using this against the paintbrush, and it totally worked. It got the effect that I wanted, and it's basically just like splatters of paint that are in stripes and small blotches, and it's all around the heart. If you do decide to use a straw, I suggest giving very quick, forceful blows against the paintbrush in order to get this effect, because that would mimic what this tool is doing. It's a quick, hard blow of air that's causing the paint to splatter against the rock this way. I'm going to fix up that little blob there just by painting over very sloppy to get rid of the blotch so it looks more like the splotches. And now I'm coming in with another color. Ooh, that was a big one. And it's too bad because most of it's inside the heart, and I do eventually paint the entire heart black to give the shape again, and I put some sparkle paint in there. So it's unfortunate that was a good splatter, but we're going to lose that one. But that's okay because I'm making all sorts of splatters all the way around the heart. And I'm not worried about balance or equal amount of splatter, amount of paint. I just wanted this to look really, really cool. Now, I'm just using regular paint in this. I think I might try the same technique with metallic paints, because I think the metallic paints would look really cool with this effect. And then maybe just using, like leaving the heart black. I haven't decided yet, but I think I'm going to try this technique with, oh, I liked that splatter. That was a nice one. I'm going to try this technique with metallic paints. They're a little bit thicker and a little bit more, I guess, like gummy, sticky maybe. So we'll see how that works out. So the colors that I've been using are the red was Red Alert by DecoArt. And then I used Parisian pink, which is that darker pink. And now I'm using baby pink. And those are by FolkArt. And then I also do another splatter coat of white. And then I go over it with a little bit more of the red just to bring that red back to the top. And like I said, I end up painting the heart black because I put some glitter paint on it. And I find that the glitter paint really shines once it's resined amazingly when it's on a black base. So that's what I do. This was a lot of fun to do. I really hope you try it out with whatever tools you have available that would give you this effect. Or maybe you can use this and come up with an effect of your own. I'd be really interested to know what you find out when you experiment with different blowing tools. You can leave me a comment below. That would be absolutely amazing. You could go over to my Facebook page and you can post a picture of what you got in your design. I'd love to see it. This is totally out of my realm. It's something that I just wanted to experiment with and try. And again, totally amazed with the outcome of this. And I want to do it again. I love playing around with backgrounds, although they are in the background and not your vocal point, your visual point. But it still has a big part to play in your design. So that's why I love so much playing with different types of backgrounds. And it almost kind of looks like graffiti spray, if that's a thing. But yeah, this was a lot of fun to do. So I really hope that you enjoy it as much as I did. And I hope you end up with some successes as well. And I urge you to not be afraid to experiment and try things. That's the beauty of acrylic paint. If you don't like the design that you've got, just let it dry. If it is a bit bumpy, you can give it a light sanding and then you just paint back over top of it. It's the best thing to do with the acrylic paint, and you're not throwing out a product that you've created. Basically what you're doing is recycling it and giving it another try. And I also encourage you to do these kinds of experiments off of a rock. Then you also get the idea of how the effect works and you can see it a lot better. So I do have paper. I use just regular white paper that's used for printing on. I also have some black paper. It's construction paper, so I really don't mind if it's messed up and I got to throw it out later. But you could also do that and then save it if you are a scrapbooker, like I am. Then you can keep it and use it for background paper on any of your paper designs when you're doing that, or making cards even. These would be really, really awesome backgrounds for this. But anyway, so it's a waste not, want not. I really do like to use as much as I can and with very, very little waste. So I guess I'm a bit of a crafting pack rat. And I have a craft room that is full of just in case items I may need later. And if you're a true crafter, you totally understand what I'm talking about. There is always something you look at and you're like, oh, I could use that for whatever it is. And so you put it away and you don't see it again for years until you do a massive cleanup and then you see it again and you're like, hey, I know I'm going to keep this. I could use this for something. It's a vicious cycle. But as a true crafter, you all know what I'm talking about. And I'm quite okay with it. I will eventually find a reason to use that piece of paper for something. I even have little bits and pieces of ribbon. Like I don't really need them. I've got spools of ribbon, but I still keep like those little pieces just in case. I can make little bows or whatever. But my primary love is to paint. So um, I am just so excited about doing all of these different heart designs. I've been wanting to do this for a while now, and I finally now have the opportunity to do so. And I'm very excited about it. It's been so much fun. I don't know how many I'm going to actually do, but I will just keep posting until we get to Valentine's Day. And I'm just having so much fun doing this, and I hope you're having just as much fun watching me do it. So I'm giving the heart an outline of gold because I felt like it had to have a little bit of gold somewhere on this. And again, this is my Glorious Gold. It's my favorite gold. It's my go-to. It is by DecoArt. And all of the colors that I use and their brand names will be listed in the description below, along with all sorts of really good information. There's links to other videos of mine, like how to make your own rocks by using the molds from the Happy Dotting Company and by using UltraCal 30. I have tutorials on how to resin your rocks. I have tutorials on how to make your own fine lining brush or a blending brush, plus all sorts of other designs that I have done over the past 3 years. So I've also made, and I know I've mentioned this in my previous videos, but in every description, there will be a link to a video that is called something about, oh, I'm sorry, I should know this, review of, and then the year. So I put all the videos together that I have made in that year. So you can go to that and watch the pictures go by of every single design that I created in that year. Then you go to this description and there is a link to every single one of those. So I've made it a little bit easier for you to find things. So I encourage you to go and check those out as well. They're a really great tool for you to view everything that we've created in that particular year, and then a quick and easy click to take you to that particular one. So it's in every description of every video that I make and that I post. So now I'm putting on some of this glitter paint. The glitter paint that I'm using is holographic glitter, and it's called Crystal Ball. I really like it because, I mean, you see as I'm putting it on, it looks like it's white. You can see some of the glitter in there. However, that white actually dries. It's almost like a varnish, and or maybe like a glue, but it does dry clear. So then once it's all completely dry, all you see is the glitter, and it shimmers and shines so beautifully. I love, love, love this stuff. It's such a great and easy way to throw on some bling without putting the bling on. So if you know what I mean. And I put this on really thick. I'm not shy with putting on multiple layers of this, because the more that I put on, the more glittery it is. And it's absolutely beautiful. Just wait to the end when you see it after it's resined. I'm telling you, it's amazing. So, and I just do this in the heart. So everything else, like all the splatters, the gold paint, everything else that's around it, I don't do anything more to it. I want the heart to be this focal point with all of its glimmer and shine and just the glorious colors that come out of it, especially when you move it in the light and it shifts different glitters. It's absolutely amazing. So I hope you give it a try. And if you like this, make sure you give me the thumbs up. It's the best way for you to let me know that you like this. But you can also leave me a comment below to let me know that you like it. I love reading your comments and I answer every single one of them. Maybe a day or two behind, but I do get to them. So leave me a comment. And if you're new, thanks for joining. I'm glad that you're here today, but I would love to see you come back. So make sure you subscribe. And if you don't want to miss when I post, ring that notification bell, because every time I upload something, it will send you a notification to let you know that there is something new that I wanted to share with you. So make sure you ring that little notification bell. And I think that's about it. So I'm just continuing to put on more coats of this wherever it's starting to dry and I'm seeing that it's just a black spot and I want some more glitter there. I'm just throwing in more glitter. And I keep doing this as it dries, and it's then it's finished. So I let it dry overnight because I do put this on pretty thick before I resin it. Then I resin and it's finished. And I absolutely love how it turned out. So stick around to the very end where I post the photos of them. I'm also going to do a little video that shows it moving in the light so you can see the different colors in this glitter that I'm putting on right now. So it's quite stunning. I'm just so impressed. And I will be putting this in my Etsy shop. So if you want it, then you can go and buy it. So make sure you go and visit there. So that's all I got for this one for today. I really hope that you enjoyed watching me create this new design with this new technique, and stick around for a lot more to come. So there you have it, folks. Life is what you make it. So get creative.